Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today I am back with another big movie recommendations list for you. And buckle up, pop that popcorn, and fire up those 8-track players because we are headed back to the 1970s, a decade in raunchy comedies when movies had thin plots, optional clothing, and a whole lot of fun. So it does not matter if you are here for the cheerleaders, the talking privates, or just some good old-fashioned nostalgia. I have 10 forgotten gems that are hot enough to melt your VCR. So pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so 1970s raunchy late night comedies. This is volume 3 in this series, and we are diving deep this time into the forgotten, the overlooked, and the maybe not so popular hidden gems from this genre. Now, these are the ones that are going to test your movie knowledge, and we're going to find a couple of gems in there that you have probably heard of, but all of these fit this list. So we're going to jump right into it at number 10 with 1978's Malibu Beach. Nothing says summer 70s quite like, a breezy beachside romp. You got to have the beach vibes. Malibu Beach serves up a ton of sun, skin, and stoners in equal measure, and all of these waterbed loving teens have a blast. They also happen to have a dog that likes to, steal bikinis. And they have a lifeguard rivalry going on here that somehow leads to stripping more than saving people. It has that whole beach vibe to it, that soft focused sun glow, just vibe to it. A lot of these movies are about vibes, especially the beach movies. It's kind of like what would happen if you mixed Baywatch and a beer commercial. That's the best way I can describe this thing. You've got car chases. You've got pure vintage summer sleaze with a tan, beach bums and buns all over the place. Malibu Beach is a classic in this genre. It comes in at number 10. Now at number 9 on the list is another one from 1978. But it's set in the 1950s, and this is Sweater Girls. So despite its innocent sounding name, Sweater Girls is anything but innocent. It has that nostalgic note back to the 1950s, but with a very healthy dose of 70s sexiness, sex itself, temptation, all that kind of stuff. And it centers around a group of sorority girls who are kind of tired of their boyfriends pressuring them for sex. So they decide they're going to form a chastity club until temptation inevitably kicks in. And spoiler alert, it doesn't really work. It has tons of cliches, but that is half the fun. It is R-rated. Think of it like Grease, if you're kind of, naughty uncle directed it. I don't really know. It has way more TNA in it than you would expect, especially with the chastity vibe going. And it kind of goes exactly how you expect it would and how you hope it would. It is perfect for this list. Sweater Girls from 1978 comes in at number 9. Now, at number 8 on the list, we're going back to 1978 again, closing in on the 80s for Sunset Cove. This would make a great double feature with Malibu Beach, but this is a film that kind of crosses the drive-in double feature feel to it. It tosses a group of teens into a classic save the beach plot. That was something that happened a lot in the 70s and the 80s. Lots of, let's get a bunch of beautiful people here together, have them take off clothes while saving the beach, having fun, and just kind of throwing a vibe, again, out at the audience. This one is complete with all of those tropes. It's got the corrupt county officials, the anti-development protest, lots of late-night skinny dipping. It is very low-budget film, but it's very self-aware in that, and it doesn't care. It just goes for it. If you add that in with some very goofy and questionable, and I mean goofy sound effects, it's kind of like Porky's at the beach, except this gang, instead of fighting like Porky himself and all that stuff, they are fighting the man to save their hangout spot, while mostly half-dressed to completely undressed. It's goofy, it's groovy, it's fun. It is completely 70s, and it fits on this list at number 8. Oh boy, get ready, because at number 7, you have one that I just recently discovered, and it blew my mind too. So now I get to blow your mind with it. It is 1977's Chatterbox. If this were a Friends episode, it would be called The One with the Talking Vagina. That's not a metaphor at all. That's what happens. It's like if someone said, I don't even know how you come up with this script. It's like someone said, hey, what if we make a movie about if a woman's, started talking? And yeah, let's do that. Let's make a whole movie out of that. So yes, this is a talking vagina movie. Her name is Virginia. She sings, she flirts, she talks back. Oh, it's part campy comedy, part sex farce, and it is completely unforgivable. It's weird, it's wild, it has WTF energy way back in the 70s. I'm not sure what possessed them to make this. I'm surprised they got it through. It is hilarious, ridiculous, and sometimes uncomfortable. You just think, who the hell thought this up? But it has to be on this list. Chatterbox comes in at number 7. Now, at number 6 on this list is one that really pushes the boundaries of just mainstream comedy over soft core and even a little bit further, but it's still on this list. You can check this one out on Tubi. I don't know if it has a physical media release yet, but this one is called Between the Covers, and that is a double entendre of epic proportions when you check out this movie, because it is a sex comedy about a struggling publishing company that publishes mostly adult books, or at least that's how they plan to try to save their company, is by publishing these type of books. And they are going to have a big office meeting where they're trying to figure out the raciest thing they can do. So they start telling each other all of these stories, and it ends up with everyone kind of getting undressed. And I'm just going to tell you, the scenes in this movie, it's almost like an anthology because it goes into multiple scenes. It's kind of like if Mad Men met Kentucky Fried Movie. That is actually the perfect way to describe it. Because all of this starts with a office brainstorming advertising type creative session. And you have women and men there, and they all end up nude. They tell these stories, each trying to top each other more and more each time. The sex scenes in this are so comedic because they're kind of like cartoons, because it cuts to scenes and shots, inserts of things going up and down and in and out, like oil derricks and things like that. And it's absolutely hilarious, and you feel like you're watching a cartoon, except for, these people have no clothes on and they're real. Kentucky Fried Movie meets Mad Men is definitely this. I was laughing all the way through it, but it is very, very racy, very filled with TNA. Be warned of that going in. But Between the Covers, go explore that double entendre that they threw out in the 70s. It comes in at number 6 on our list. Now, at number 5 on our list, we are going back to 1974 again, and this one is going to throw some classiness into the proceedings here. This is an actual film, if you want to go there. I am talking about 1974's Score. This is the classy raunch, if you want that. This is the art house naughtiness. It's a Euro style kind of exploration of, well, let's just say it. This is swinging couples having swinging good times here. We'll just say that. But it is actually filled with some pretty awesome cinematography. The filmmaker on this is Radley Metzger, I think is how you say his name, who is actually pretty well known for turning kind of softcore into art house, and that's a little bit what you get here. But the thing is so beautifully shot, you can tell it just kind of sets itself apart. It's actually very, very progressive too for this time. There's a whole lot of class in this game. There is actually even a scene in here where a game of chess turns into a slow seduction. You still have your TNA, it pushes those boundaries, but that's the kind of film that you're going to get here. You're going to follow this couple through this movie and kind of explore the lifestyle of the swinging 70s. So Score comes in at number 5. Now at number 4 on this list, it's time to kick it back to some lowbrow. That's what we're here for. Enough of the art house stuff. And before American Pie, before Porky's, Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma brought us 1979's Squeeze Play. Now, I mentioned those two movies because those are two movies that I think of immediately when I start watching this Troma film. And it's kind of like a battle of the sexes setup of a movie where the women are forming their own softball team to prove they can, you know, be more than just sitting on the sidelines watching the guys play. Naturally, you're going to start to get some locker room antics in this thing, lots of zany hijinks. It goes all the way into full-on slapstick comedy. It's rude and crude and proud of it, just like Trauma fans want, just like Lloyd Kaufman movies bring you all the time. Very lowbrow. We just went from high class to the outhouse with this, but that makes it fun. You have a great time with it, and it has all of the things that you can expect from a Trauma film. Squeeze Play comes in at number 4 on this list. Now at number 3 on this list is one that has some very interesting origins. I am talking about 1970s Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. And it has Russ Meyer behind the wheel, which you might expect for these type of movies, Vixen, Super Vixen, all of that kind of stuff. But he was teamed up with Roger Ebert for this one. Yes, that Roger Ebert of Siskel and Ebert. And this thing is a psychedelic, sex-fueled satire of the music business. It's kind of a part like rock, glam, musical, part comedy, but also part exploitation flick in every way. It is completely off its rocker. It has some very extended and very in-your-face nude scenes in this. The dialogue is absolutely bonkers. The characters are wild. They deliver certain lines in certain situations in a way that almost feels like, what is going on here? You're looking around like, what? It's almost like the movie is filmed through a lava lamp. It's just warbly, crazy. It's got everything. It's got the music. It's got the sex. It's got the TNA. It's got murder. It's got melodrama. And mountains of cleavage. And I'm talking mountains of cleavage. It is an iconic film. I believe it even has a Criterion Collection release, believe it or not. But there are some really surprising, boundary-pushing scenes when it comes to what you see that very definitely earns it its NC-17 rating. No question about that. It does kind of make you wonder, when watching this, how Roger Ebert had the gall to criticize anything ever in a movie after this. Of course he did, but Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, if you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. It comes in at number 3 on this list. Now, at number 2 on this list is another one from the late 70s, and wow, this one is got it all. It's got cheerleaders, it's got Satan, it's got zero logic. I am talking about Satan's Cheerleaders. This thing is like part sex comedy, part satanic panic horror. You've got a high school prep squad that finds themselves kidnapped by a coven of devil worshippers. Yes, still with me? Somehow all of that still manages to give it time to put in a bunch of shower scenes, locker room gags, all of that stuff. Seriously, it's part horror, part sex comedy. completely ridiculous. It's kind of like if Scooby-Doo were rated R and Shaggy and Scooby had a subscription to Hustler. This would be it. It's a little fun, a little kooky and spooky, full of pom-poms. This is one that I'm shocked that the label Vinegar Syndrome has not put out yet. You can check this out on Tubi. I believe it also has an old Blu-ray. There's not words. This can fit into multiple different categories, but the 70s cheerleader trope got squeezed into lots of things, comedies, comedy, horror, spoof, all of that. You find it all wedged into Satan's Cheerleaders, and for that reason, it comes in at number 2 on this list. Now, at number 1 on this list is one that you guys may take me to task on, because this one kind of skirts the rules of my list here. Technically, it came out and was officially released in early March of 1980. It was filmed in early, like January of 1979 for an intended late summer release in 79 and did not quite make it. So you can actually find where it says that it's a 79 film some places it's 80. I think it's the perfect one to kind of turn the page from those 70s movies and the feel with the 70s vibes into the more mainstream, popular sex comedies that came in the 80s when we just started getting overwhelmed with them, and they went, thanks to home video, way more mainstream. And I am talking about Little Darlings. Now, I happen to have this one on a Vinegar Syndrome 4K. This is a great film. It was filmed here in Georgia. That's where I'm from. And it really is kind of the most iconic maybe movie on this list. It has the most heart. It actually has the most depth of any movie on this list, but don't let that dissuade you, because we're still talking about Tatum O'Neal and Christine McNichol in the lead roles as two girls at a summer camp who make a bet to see who can lose their virginity first. A classic coming-of-age raunchy comedy with a classic setup here. It's definitely funny. It's sweet. It's definitely awkward at some times, but it is a very honest film. You might even feel confused, like when you're watching this, when you're laughing, because you're kind of laughing at some stuff that has a little bit more depth to it, but it is still delightfully dirty and fits in with the 70s, turned into the 80s. It is the perfect movie. You're going to follow these girls as they're trying to lose their virginity. You're going to see other names in here that you know. You've got Armand Assante in this film. You've got Matt Dillon in this film. So a lot of stuff working for it, and just an overall vibe that screams 70s, even though it was officially released in the 1980s. This is a raunchy comedy that I give the highest recommendation to. You will not be sorry if you check it out. An absolute great film, a great 4K, and for those reasons, it lands at number 1 on our list. That is what I've got for you on this 1970s Raunchy Comedies Volume 3 list. These are the ones we dug deep for. You found these on an old dusty VHS back there, maybe the reel-to-reel, who knows, but they are wonderfully weird and wild. You've got everything from talking privates to satanic panic cheerleaders to classic coming-of-age stories. What else could you possibly want? We even threw in a little bit of trauma film for you in here. Perfect list, great decade. I hope you've enjoyed this series. These are so much fun. And if you have, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. If you'd like to support what we're doing here, you can join at my YouTube channel link or my Patreon. I'd push you over there because I can do all these videos uncensored over there for my members. But no matter where you join, it's going to help support the channel. You're going to get your name in lights on every single video. Behind the scenes looks at my filmmaking. If you're a first timer here, I am a working filmmaker. I've been doing that for over 20 years. I love making and talking movies. And you're going to get special members only videos and so much more. And I really do enjoy it. Please Do not forget to drop a like down there and let me know some of your favorite 70s comedies. Make sure you check out those other two before you tell me which ones I missed on this list. Y'all, I really do appreciate everything. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.